must be pretty good because I keep coming back, right? This is my fourth time. And every time I get an invitation, I get excited. My wife and children are very angry that they didn't come with me this time because they always have in the past. It's a very magical country. And my whole family has a deep love for it, so it's fantastic. It's a great question, but I think that pessimism is giving up, and pessimism is accepting things. I don't think it's pessimistic to point out what's wrong with the world. I think that's our job, because that's the way things get better. Pessimism is saying, why bother? You know what I mean? So I think it's optimistic to point out what's wrong. It means you think things will get better. It's hard for me to answer that. You know, it's almost like when somebody asks you about something personal about you. You can't really tell. You're better, and you're better at answering that question than I am. I'm too close to it. I made it. So whatever you get from it, you get from it. I can only put out there my feelings, my most intimate impressions, and hope that you maybe, if you do get an answer or two, that's fantastic. But I can't tell. I think it's important for others more than it is for me. I mean the audience, because it means that they've gotten something out of the work I've done, which is fantastic to know. But for me, it makes my head too big and my ego too big. And then I go home and my wife says, clean up the kitchen and take out the garbage. And then my head gets small again. So it just means that people have gotten something out of my work over the years, which is tremendously gratifying. It's beautiful. I suppose I've been somebody who, as you say, who likes to ask questions, and I like the ambiguities of life, and I think it's okay to be emotional. I think it's okay to be emotional in the work, and I think love is where it's at. So I don't know. I hope I'm someone that gave everything to the work, and that's all I really care about, to be honest with you, is the work.
What about your dreams?
My dreams. My dream is to contribute to what we call progress. This idea, people strive to be famous, but it doesn't mean anything. The only thing that matters is that you make work that other people respond to and that they can then add to. You just hope you are contributing to the course of humanity in some small positive way. That's my dream. I'm a bit corny in my tastes. I was very fanatical about the Russian novelists from the 19th century. So I would say if anybody had influence, it would be mostly Tolstoy and Dostoevsky. I think they're the greatest novelists. But, I actually think Herman Melville, I think Moby Dick, and certainly some of the shorter things he wrote, like Bartleby the Scrivener, have been hugely influential on me. And Mark Twain, too, another American. So, but mostly it was the Russian novelists of the 19th century. I think the human race needed cinema. Even before cinema existed, you see, and I was going to mention this in my speech tonight, that you see that people needed movies even before movies existed, because it's like somebody took your dream and was able to put it on a screen for others to see. That's the whole drive of art. See, literature, the writing is an attempt to get inside my soul. The cinema, I can now show it both with words and image. So yeah, maybe that's true. Maybe it's an extension of literature.